The Big Dog Lean. Big Dog Truths. If you've never lived with a big dog, you might think when they come stand next to you, they're just keeping you company. Big dog owners know better, because sooner or later, every big dog introduces you to something called the lean. It starts slowly. Your dog walks over and stands beside you like everything is normal. Then you feel the shift. A shoulder presses into your leg. The weight transfers. And before you realize what's happening, you're supporting about 100 pounds of dog who has decided your knee is the perfect place to park. And the amazing thing is how comfortable they look while doing it. If you try to move, they adjust with you. If you step forward, they step forward. If you step sideways, they follow. Because in their mind, you're not two separate creatures anymore. You're a team. And big dog owners know the truth. That dog isn't leaning on you. You're just the closest available support structure. Big dog owners, does your dog do the lean? Tell us their breed down in the comments. And if big dogs are part of your life, like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. When your big dog blocks the doorway. Big dog truths. Now here's something every big dog owner eventually discovers. Doorways are not just entrances, they're checkpoints. You'll be walking through the house minding your own business, and suddenly there it is. Your dog standing perfectly centered in the doorway like a furry gate that forgot to open. And somehow they are always standing exactly in the middle. Not off to the side, right in the center. You say, "Excuse me," and they look at you like you're the one causing the inconvenience. You step forward, they shift slightly, but somehow they're still blocking the doorway. It's a remarkable skill. A dog the size of a small horse can move 3 inches and still block the entire entrance. Eventually, you end up doing that awkward sideways shuffle just to squeeze past. And big dog owners know something everyone else doesn't. Your dog isn't blocking the doorway. In their mind, they are the doorway. Big dog owners, does your dog stand in the doorway like this? Tell us their breed down in the comments. And if you live with a big dog, hit like and subscribe for more stories about life with big dogs. Life with a Velcro big dog. Big dog truths. If you share your home with a big dog, privacy becomes a very flexible concept. Because once a big dog decides you are their person, you will rarely go anywhere alone again. You stand up, they stand up. You walk to the kitchen, suddenly there are very large footsteps behind you. You head down the hallway, those footsteps are still there. Not fast footsteps either. Slow, steady footsteps. Like a bodyguard making sure everything is proceeding according to plan. Sometimes they'll follow you and stop a few feet away, watching quietly like they're supervising your daily routine. Other times they'll follow so closely, you accidentally step on a paw and feel terrible about it for the next 10 minutes. And big dog owners eventually realize something. You're not being followed. You're being escorted. Apparently, every trip to the kitchen requires a very large security detail. Big dog owners, does your dog follow you everywhere in the house? Tell us their breed down below. If this sounds like your dog, hit like and subscribe for more big dog truths. When your big dog sits on your feet. Big dog truths. Small dogs sit next to you. Big dogs sit on you. More specifically, they sit directly on your feet. You'll be standing in the kitchen or talking to someone in the living room when your dog calmly walks over, turns around a few times like they're setting up camp, and lowers their entire body onto your feet. Now you're standing there supporting 100 pounds of dog that looks completely comfortable. They might even sigh, like they've just found the most relaxing place in the world. Meanwhile, you're stuck, because if you try to move, you'll disturb them, and somehow that feels rude. Big dog owners understand this moment perfectly. Your dog hasn't just sat down. They've claimed your feet as their personal furniture. Big dog owners, does your dog sit on your feet like this? Tell us their breed in the comments. And if big dogs are part of your life, like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs think they're lap dogs. Big dog truths. Every big dog owner eventually experiences this moment. Your dog walks over, looks at you, and decides the best place to sit is directly in your lap. Now logically, this makes no sense. This dog weighs 80, 90, sometimes 100 pounds or more. But in their mind, they're still the same tiny puppy who used to fit perfectly across your legs. So they climb up anyway, one paw at a time, carefully adjusting their position like they're solving a complicated puzzle. Meanwhile, you slowly disappear underneath an avalanche of dog. And the most amazing part is the confidence. They look completely satisfied with the situation. Big dog owners know something the rest of the world doesn't. Your dog doesn't see themselves as a giant animal. They see themselves as a small dog who just happens to be extremely heavy. Big dog owners, does your dog still think they're a lap dog? Tell us their breed in the comments. And if this sounds familiar, hit like and subscribe for more life with big dogs. When your big dog watches everything. Big dog truths. One thing you notice pretty quickly when you live with a big dog is how much they watch the world. You'll be sitting in the living room doing something ordinary when you notice your dog across the room, watching, not moving, just quietly observing everything. Sometimes it's the window, sometimes it's the front door, sometimes it's you. And the strange thing is how serious they look while doing it, like they're reviewing security footage for a very important investigation. Occasionally, their head tilts slightly, like they just heard something suspicious 3 houses away, and suddenly their entire attention shifts. Big dog owners realize something pretty quickly. Your dog isn't just relaxing. They're monitoring the situation. Apparently, someone in this house has to stay alert, and they've decided it's going to be them. Big dog owners, does your dog sit and watch the house like this? Tell us their breed down in the comments, and subscribe for more big dog truths if you live with a big dog too. Why big dogs sleep by the door. Big dog truths. If you share your home with a big dog, you might notice something interesting about where they choose to sleep. It's rarely the middle of the room. Instead, they stretch out right next to the door, the front door, the bedroom door, sometimes both. At first, it might seem random, but big dog owners quickly realize it's not random at all. Your dog has carefully chosen the exact place where they can see the room, hear the hallway, and react if something unusual happens. And they sleep there like a giant furry speed bump. Anyone trying to walk through that doorway has to step over 100 pounds of sleeping dog. Big dog owners understand the quiet message. Your dog isn't just sleeping. They're on duty. Big dog owners, does your dog sleep by the door like this? Tell us their breed in the comments. Like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. The Nighttime Big Dog Patrol. Big dog truths. Late at night, when the house gets quiet, big dog owners often notice a familiar routine. Your dog stands up, stretches, and begins a slow walk through the house. Not running, not playing, just checking. They walk down the hallway, pause in the living room, glance toward the front door, maybe stop by a window for a moment. Then they continue the patrol. It's calm, deliberate, almost professional. Eventually, they return to their spot and settle down again, like nothing unusual happened. But big dog owners know exactly what that was. Your dog wasn't restless. They were just making sure everything was exactly the way it should be. Big dog owners. Does your dog do a nighttime patrol of the house? Tell us their breed in the comments. And if you live with a big dog, subscribe for more big dog truths. When your big dog walks in front of you everywhere. Big dog truths. Walking through the house with a big dog can feel a little like following a very slow parade. Because somehow, no matter where you're going, your dog always ends up directly in front of you. You walk down the hallway, they walk down the hallway. You turn toward the kitchen, they turn toward the kitchen. And they never move quite fast enough for you to pass them. Instead, they move just slowly enough that you're stuck walking behind them. Sometimes they even stop suddenly, and now you're both standing there in the middle of the hallway. Big dog owners eventually realize something funny. Your dog isn't trying to block you. They simply assume you're following them. After all, someone needs to lead the operation. Big dog owners. Does your dog always walk right in front of you? Tell us their breed in the comments. And if this happens in your house too, hit like and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs investigate every noise. Big dog truths. Living with a big dog means every unusual sound gets investigated. A car door outside, footsteps on the sidewalk, a package being dropped on the porch. Immediately, your dog's head lifts, their ears perk up, and suddenly they're completely focused on whatever just happened. Sometimes they walk to the door. Sometimes they just sit there listening carefully. And occasionally, they look back at you like they're asking an important question. Did you hear that? You might ignore the noise and go back to what you were doing, but your dog won't. They'll listen a few seconds longer just to be sure. Big dog owners understand something important. Your dog takes every sound seriously. Apparently, someone in this house has to stay on top of things, and they've volunteered. Big dog owners. What's the funniest sound your dog reacts to? Tell us in the comments. And subscribe for more big dog truths, if big dogs are part of your life. The Big Dog Window Watch. Big dog truths. If you live with a big dog, chances are there's a window in your house that belongs entirely to them. You might think it's just a normal window, but to your dog, that window is the observation deck. You'll notice them sitting there sometimes, staring outside like they're monitoring the entire neighborhood. Cars go by, people walk past, squirrels make questionable decisions in the yard, and your dog notices all of it. Sometimes they just sit there quietly watching like a sheriff keeping an eye on the town. Other times, something suspicious happens, and suddenly the whole house knows about it. A bark here, a little rumble there, just enough to let everyone know they've got it under control. Big dog owners understand something about that window. It's not really a window anymore. It's the security station. Big dog owners, does your dog guard the window like this? Tell us their breed in the comments. And if you live with a big dog, like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. When your big dog sleeps in the hallway. Big dog truths. Every big dog owner eventually discovers that hallways are one of their dog's favorite places to relax. Not the couch, not the bed, the hallway. And not just anywhere in the hallway either, right in the middle. You'll be walking through the house and suddenly there's 100 pounds of dog stretched out across the floor like a living rug. You stop. They look up. Maybe they move a paw. But the rest of the dog stays exactly where it is. Now you're left trying to step over a dog the size of a coffee table without waking them up. And somehow they always manage to pick the exact spot that blocks the entire path. Big dog owners eventually learn something important. Your dog didn't accidentally fall asleep there. They chose that spot very carefully. Apparently, the hallway is the best place in the house to supervise everything. Big dog owners, does your dog sleep in the middle of the hallway? Tell us their breed below. And subscribe for more big dog truths if you share your home with a big dog. Why big dogs take the front yard so seriously. Big dog truths. There's something about the front yard that big dogs take very seriously. You open the door and suddenly your dog steps outside like they're inspecting their territory. They look down the street. They look across the yard. They check the fence. Sometimes they'll stand there perfectly still for a moment, just taking everything in. Cars drive past. Neighbors walk by. The wind moves through the trees. And your dog is watching all of it. Not nervous, not excited, just alert. Like they're making sure everything in the neighborhood is exactly the way it should be. Big dog owners know the feeling. The front yard isn't just part of the house. To your dog, it's the edge of their territory. And someone has to keep an eye on it. Big dog owners, does your dog patrol the front yard like this? Tell us their breed in the comments. Like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. When your big dog takes over the couch. Big dog truths. If you live with a big dog, the couch becomes a negotiation. You might think the couch belongs to you, but your dog may have other ideas. At first, they'll hop up and sit politely on one side, but over time, something interesting happens. They stretch out. A little more space here, a little more space there. Before long, a dog the size of a small bear is lying across most of the cushions like they own the place, and somehow you're the one squeezed into the corner. The funny thing is how relaxed they look about it, like they can't understand why you wouldn't want to share. Big dog owners eventually accept a quiet truth. You don't really own the couch anymore. You just share it with a very large roommate. Big dog owners, does your dog take up the whole couch? Tell us their breed below, and subscribe for more big dog truths if this sounds familiar. The Porch Supervisor, Big Dog Truths. If your home has a porch, chances are your big dog has claimed it. There's something about a porch that big dogs seem to appreciate. Maybe it's the breeze, maybe it's the view of the yard, or maybe it's the fact that from the porch they can watch everything happening around the house. They'll lie down out there, head up, calmly observing the world like a very large neighborhood supervisor. People walk by, cars drive past, birds land in the yard, and your dog notices all of it, not barking at everything, just watching. Big dog owners know that quiet moment. Your dog stretched out on the porch like they're keeping an eye on the whole property. And honestly, they probably think they are. Big dog owners, does your dog love sitting on the porch like this? Tell us their breed in the comments. Like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs always check the gate. Big dog truths. One thing you notice quickly with big dogs is how interested they are in gates. Backyard gates, farm gates, fence gates. Your dog always seems to stop and check them. They'll walk over, sniff around, maybe stand there for a moment looking through the opening like they're considering something important. Then they'll move on. But later they come back and check again. Big dog owners eventually realize something. Your dog isn't trying to escape. They're just making sure everything is the way it should be. Because if you're responsible for protecting a place, you probably want to know where all the exits are. Big dog owners, does your dog always check the gate or fence line? Tell us their breed in the comments, and subscribe for more big dog truths if you live with a big dog. Why big dogs love the truck. Big dog truths. There's something about a truck that big dogs seem to understand immediately. You open the door and suddenly your dog is ready to go. They climb in, turn around a few times, and settle into the seat like they've been riding there their whole life. Then they sit up tall and look out the window while the world rolls by. Fields, roads, trees, every scent and sound passing through the open air. Big dog owners know the look. A big dog sitting proudly in a truck like they've got somewhere important to be. And maybe in their mind they do. After all, when you're that size, riding in a truck just feels right. Big dog owners, does your dog love riding in the truck or car? Tell us their breed below. Like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs love big yards. Big dog truths. If there's one thing big dogs seem to appreciate, it's space. A big yard gives them room to stretch out, wander around, and check every corner like they're mapping the entire place. They'll walk the fence line, they'll stop and sniff something interesting. Then they'll wander back toward the house like they're making a report, not running all the time, just exploring. Big dog owners know this routine. Your dog slowly circling the yard like they're making sure everything is exactly the way they left it. And honestly, they probably feel responsible for the whole place. Big dog owners, does your dog patrol the yard like this? Tell us their breed in the comments. And subscribe for more big dog truths if you share your home with a big dog. Why big dogs notice everything. Big dog truths. Living with a big dog means very little goes unnoticed. A door opens, a branch moves in the wind. Someone walks down the street. Your dog notices it. Sometimes all you see is a pair of ears lifting slightly. Other times their head turns slowly toward whatever just happened. They might not react loudly, but they definitely react. Big dog owners know the feeling. You might miss something happening outside the house. Your dog never does. Apparently, when you live with a big dog, you also live with a full-time alert system. Big dog owners, what's the smallest thing your dog notices? Tell us their breed below. Like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs love being near you. Big dog truths. One of the quiet things big dog owners notice is how often their dog chooses to be nearby. Not always right on top of you, but close, across the room, at your feet, or lying somewhere they can see you. They might look like they're resting, but every once in a while they glance over just to make sure you're still there. Big dog owners recognize that look, that quiet awareness. Your dog doesn't always need attention. They just like knowing where their people are. And if you happen to scratch their ears along the way, well, that's a nice bonus too. Big dog owners, does your dog always like staying close by? Tell us their breed in the comments. And subscribe for more big dog truths if you live with a big dog. Why big dogs love dirt. Big dog truths. If you live with a big dog, chances are you've watched them discover something wonderful in the yard. A patch of dirt. Not grass, not a toy. Just good, honest dirt. They'll walk over, sniff around for a moment, and suddenly decide that spot is the most interesting place in the world. Sometimes they roll in it. Sometimes they dig a little. Other times they just lie down in it like they found the perfect place to relax. Big dog owners know what happens next. That dog walks back into the house looking very proud of themselves while carrying about half the yard on their fur. And somehow they seem confused when you notice. Big dog owners understand the truth. To your dog, that wasn't dirt. That was a perfectly comfortable outdoor bed. Big dog owners, does your dog love rolling in dirt? Tell us their breed in the comments. And if big dogs are part of your life, like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs love the fence line. Big dog truths. One thing big dog owners notice pretty quickly is how much attention their dogs give to the fence line. You let them out in the yard, and before long they're walking along the edge of the property like they're following a trail. They stop, they sniff, then they keep moving. Sometimes they'll pause at one spot for a moment, studying something on the other side of the fence like it's a very serious matter. Then they move on again. It's not frantic, it's calm. Almost routine. Big dog owners eventually realize what's happening. Your dog is checking the perimeter. Apparently, when you're responsible for a place, it's important to know exactly what's happening along the borders. Big dog owners, does your dog walk the fence line like this? Tell us their breed in the comments. Subscribe for more big dog truths if you share your home with a big dog. Why big dogs love the shade. Big dog truths. On a warm day, big dogs tend to figure something out pretty quickly. Shade is valuable. You'll watch them wander around the yard for a bit, sniffing things, checking the fence, maybe stretching their legs. Then eventually they find it. A shady patch under a tree. The cool side of the porch. Maybe the shadow of the house itself. And that's where they settle in. They stretch out, sigh once or twice, and suddenly the dog that was wandering around a minute ago looks completely at peace. Big dog owners know this routine. Your dog exploring the yard for a while and then finding the perfect shady spot to relax. Because when you're built like a big dog, staying cool is serious business. Big dog owners, where does your dog like to relax outside? Tell us their breed below. And like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs love the wind. Big dog truths. Every now and then you'll see a big dog stand still in the yard and lift their head into the wind. They're not chasing anything. They're not barking. They're just standing there, nose up, letting the breeze carry all kinds of interesting smells their way. Big dog owners recognize that moment. Your dog looking like they're reading the morning news, except the news is written in scent. Every gust of wind tells them something new about the world outside the yard, other animals, people passing by, something interesting down the road. And your dog stands there quietly taking it all in. Big dog owners understand the truth. The wind isn't just wind to a dog, it's information. Big dog owners, does your dog stand in the wind like this? Tell us their breed in the comments, and subscribe for more big dog truths if big dogs are part of your life. Why big dogs love the back door. Big dog truths. For many big dogs, the back door becomes a very important place in the house. You'll notice them lying nearby sometimes, just watching, not sleeping deeply, just resting where they can see the door. It's the place where people come and go, where the yard begins, where interesting things sometimes happen. Big dog owners know that look. Your dog lying by the back door like they're waiting for the next development. Maybe someone opens it. Maybe someone walks outside. Maybe there's something interesting happening in the yard. Whatever it is, they want to be ready. Big dog owners eventually realize something. Your dog isn't just resting near the door. They're keeping an eye on it. Big dog owners, does your dog like hanging out near the back door? Tell us their breed below. Like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs love morning walks. Big dog truths. Morning walks feel a little different when you live with a big dog. The day is quiet, the air is fresh, and your dog steps outside like they've been waiting for this moment all night. They sniff the ground. They look down the road. They listen to the sounds of the morning waking up. Every step seems interesting. Every scent tells a story. Big dog owners know the rhythm of that walk. Your dog moving confidently beside you, occasionally stopping to check something important in the grass. It's not just exercise, it's exploration. Because when you're a big dog, the morning walk is a chance to see what happened in the world overnight. Big dog owners, does your dog love morning walks? Tell us their breed in the comments. Subscribe for more big dog truths if you share your life with a big dog. Why big dogs love watching the road. Big dog truths. If your home sits near a road, chances are your big dog has noticed. They'll sit or lie somewhere with a clear view, watching quietly as the occasional car passes by, not barking at every vehicle, just observing. Sometimes their head follows the movement of the car until it disappears around the corner. Other times, they simply watch the road like it's a slow-moving show. Big dog owners recognize that calm attention. Your dog keeping an eye on the world beyond the yard. Because when something interesting finally does happen on that road, they want to know about it first. Big dog owners, does your dog like watching the road like this? Tell us their breed below. And if you live with a big dog, like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs love quiet evenings. Big dog truths. At the end of the day, big dogs often settle into a very calm rhythm. The house gets quiet, the lights dim a little, and your dog stretches out somewhere comfortable. Maybe near the couch, maybe near the door, maybe right in the middle of the floor. Big dog owners know that peaceful moment. Your dog lying there with their head down, occasionally lifting it to check on things before settling again. It's not excitement. It's just the calm feeling of being home. And somehow a big dog resting quietly in the room makes the whole place feel a little more settled. Big dog owners, where does your dog relax in the evening? Tell us their breed in the comments. Subscribe for more big dog truths if big dogs are part of your life. Why big dogs love the sound of your truck. Big dog truths. Big dog owners sometimes notice something funny. Your dog might sleep through a lot of ordinary noise. But the moment your truck pulls into the driveway, suddenly they're awake, ears up, head lifted. Sometimes they're already heading toward the door before the engine even stops. Big dog owners know that excitement. Your dog recognizing a sound they've learned means something good is about to happen. Maybe a walk, maybe a ride, maybe just seeing their favorite person again. Whatever the reason, they know that sound, and they react instantly. Big dog owners, does your dog recognize the sound of your vehicle? Tell us their breed below. Like the video and subscribe for more big dog truths. Why big dogs love being part of the family. Big dog truths. One thing big dog owners notice over time is how naturally these dogs become part of everyday life. They're there in the morning when the day begins. They're there in the evening when things quiet down. They follow the routines of the house like they've always belonged there. Sometimes they're playful, sometimes they're calm. But most of the time they're simply nearby, watching, relaxing, being part of whatever is happening. Big dog owners understand something that people without big dogs sometimes miss. These dogs aren't just pets. They're companions that quietly become part of the rhythm of the home. And after a while, it's hard to imagine the house without them. Big dog owners, what breed is your big dog? Tell us in the comments. And if you love big dogs like we do, subscribe for more big dog truths.